make enemies. I don't need extra
We're
minuses.
live. We're live.
We're live, player. Yeah, no enemies here.
No enemies here.
Hey,
Appreciate that.
hey, to start this thing off, if you haven't liked or subscribed, would you please do that? Like, subscribe to the podcast. It helps us out, helps us with viewership, and maybe one day we can get a sponsor.
Blake,
Who knows?
500 for this month.
I did.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
congratulations and thank you.
no problem, man.
Yeah.
Plenty more where that come from.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You take a check, we'll do it for 1,000.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Welcome to the Plus Up Podcast. Myself, Cody
Hey.
Moreland.
Hey, I'm Shane Mason, and we have the special guest, pro handler, Blake Jones.
Yes,
Who?
sir.
Blake Jones. Who? Blake Jones.
Mr. Blake, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are y'all?
Hey, by the way, last Wednesday was April Fool's. I don't know if everybody got that or not, but last Wednesday was April Fool's.
Jimmy said he appreciated y'all.
Yeah.
I'm glad he does. We appreciate him. We really do.
Can you see that, Blake?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's up, fellas?
What up? So, anyways, big things have happened this weekend. Big things.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it. It was a wiener hunt in Ohio. Is that where it was at? Ohio?
Yes,
Wiener
sir.
fan.
Hillsboro.
Yeah, that's how our Ohio neighbors, our fam up there, our bros, that's how they say it. Ohio.
I told Blake if we didn't get a W, we was finna milk the penny bank dry there.
Mm-hmm.
No sound. Can y'all not hear us? It's lighting up on my end.
It's lighting up on my end.
Give us a thumbs up if y'all can hear us.
Blake, you can hear us, right?
Yeah, I got you.
It's something going on with his headphones or something. Anyway, yeah. Welcome to the podcast, but I would like for somebody to tell us before we get too loud and clear. I like it, Melissa.
Yeah, heck yeah. That's what
Hell
I'm
yeah.
talking about.
Hey, this is the favorite squirrel hunting podcast, men and women. Get us in here. So big news. We had a NSD ATV hunt this past weekend in what was that, Mount Orab, Ohio?
Hillsboro.
Hillsboro. About how many miles is that? 500?
550 or so.
550 miles. So, anyways, I told him, he said, man, that's 2 weekends. Was it 2 weekends in a row? 3 weeks?
That's right.
To Ohio. Blake gonna have to take that money I had to give him and buy him a new truck. He'll put so many miles on that thing in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're at 340,000 on it.
Just broke in.
Mr. Internet, your Toyota's got 340,000 miles?
It does.
Holy smokes.
He'll drive it across the country.
Yeah, we're not scared.
Road lizard.
We went and bought a $30,000 Ranger instead of buying a truck.
Hey, he's got his priorities right.
Money well spent.
Yeah.
That's the Ranger that Bird bought.
We're going to leave that one up to Jennifer.
Oh, the Ranger that Jennifer bought.
That's what I'm talking about.
So, anyways, Blake, tell us a little about the hunt.
There was 20 dogs ended up showing up.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Hang on. Why do we think that 7 people paid and did not show up?
There was 3 that was there, I know, that didn't make deadline. 2 of them was asleep in the truck and didn't wake up in time. They had been in the UKC hunt the night before. Got there at 5, got there at 5 and was asleep, never woke up, showed up about 30 minutes after the deadline.
Y'all didn't walk out there and knock on their window?
I didn't know they was there. It's dark.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you imagine paying a $400 entry, and there was 2 guys. Neither one of them got to hunt.
Oh my gosh, that is insane. Like Shane's froze.
I believe he is. Either that or he's speechless.
Yeah, it's speechless. So Shane's back. So what do you think about that, Shane? 3 people that slept in the truck and missed deadline.
Man, like I would have. I don't know. That's pretty wild. And they were in the parking lot.
Yeah, they were there. They were just asleep.
Man,
And y'all,
how pissed off would you be if you overslept and they wouldn't let you in?
and nobody
Now,
knew they
30
was
minutes,
there.
I understand. Like if you've already drawled, I understand not letting them in. If they're a few minutes late, I'd let them in.
Well, we had already drawn, and one
Yeah,
cast
I
had
mean,
already left.
yeah, like you, there's nothing you can do about that.
Hmm.
Dang,
Nobody knew
I'd be
they
pissed
was
off though.
Yeah, we didn't know they was there. Everybody was inside socializing. They got Drew out. A couple casts left, and they come up.
there. I hate it for them because that's tough.
I do too.
So and the 3 of them. So that's 3 of the 7. What did you say was the other 4?
I don't know who the rest of them were. I know a lot of folks had the UKC, whatever they're calling their
Tournament of
hunt.
Champions.
Yes, they just couldn't make it.
Speaking of tournament of champions, 94 are hunting in Michigan this weekend. So I know that's going on.
Now, 94 dogs.
Yep, they've thinned it down from like 1,300 ish to 94.
Wow.
Oh, oh. Anyway, yeah.
Wow.
So y'all drew out 20 dogs.
Hmm.
How many times did it take y'all draw? Was there any dual partners?
I don't think. I think it was a smooth draw.
Pretty good. Did you get the guide?
I did not. Brian Hartsham guided us.
Yep.
We went to the same woods they hunted the USD finals in, inside the park.
So who'd you draw out with the first round?
Brian Hartsham and Richard Milton,
Yep.
And Brian was hunting what dog?
Highwayman,
And Richard was hunting what dog?
the buck dog.
Gotcha. Yep.
And, our gunner ended up staying treed 20 yards out of a back door of a camper.
I bet they was tickled when you got there.
They never come down in the little woods where we was at, but he was right there. Got treed. When I got cut back loose, he went 100 yards and was still inside the camper.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sure they wasn't tickled about it first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Was anybody out in the park when you walked up?
Yeah, there was kids riding bicycles, folks cooking breakfast.
Gunner holding pressure.
Yeah, holding pressure. House dogs running around everywhere.
Are you serious?
Yeah. There was right there where he was treed at. There was a camper and a house dog running. Fella had it on a tie out.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know none of this now. You
Yeah.
think I'm trying to get my dog eat up out there?
Well, I mean, it was a Chihuahua. It was about the same size.
Did you hear that, Blake? Shane?
I did not. What's up?
He said there was people cooking breakfast and dogs running around on tie-outs right there next to Gunner while he's treat for 20-something minutes. He's trying to get... Anyway. So, I assume you circled up right there.
Yeah, I circled up on both of them.
And I think,
Both were big dens.
wow. Couldn't beat one out.
Couldn't.
Are them squirrels wild up there in Ohio?
No, they were set pretty still.
There, Shane, you got any questions about the first round?
I don't guess.
Uh-huh. So we ended up winning our cast, or you won your cast.
I did.
Went to the second round. Did y'all go
Drew.
right back out?
Yeah, we did. As soon as ever got back in there, we drew out. I had Logan and Cleo in the second round.
2 dog casts.
2 dog cast. Logan got it.
How hot was it?
It was up around 82 by then, about a 15, 16 mile an hour wind.
Mm.
That's tough.
Yeah,
Squirrels
it was.
moving?
Gunner treed a squirrel that was 80 foot up in a tree, asleep. I could see his tail just flopping in the wind.
So you think he winded that squirrel?
Yeah, we watched him tree it. He really blew my mind how a dog could be able to tree that squirrel. Just kind of over there, smell it up a little bit, and just fell tree.
Mm-hmm.
You think the squirrel's asleep?
Yeah, he was laid out flat on a limb. I watched him for 47 minutes.
47 minutes.
47 minutes. Logan went .72 to Cleo.
Wow.
And you waited on him to get back?
Waited on him to get back. We had a non-hunting judge.
Holy.
So Cleo got treated in first then.
Wow.
Yeah, Cleo was treated in first. Dude, you can hear her a long way.
Was the wind blowing towards you, I hope?
Not really.
She got a horn on her.
It's open up there. It's big fields, and you just hear her across there. She was .72 and .76 on 2 different trees.
Golly. How far was Gunner going to get treated?
200.
Okay. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
So you won that cast for what score?
100 plus 200 circle.
100 plus 200 circle. And he was probably pretty gassed at that point.
Yeah, he'd been treated a long time during the first cast, and then 47 minutes during the second. I tried to kind of keep him quiet much as I could because I knew they knew where I was at. They were going to Cleo and then come back, so trying to conserve some of him.
Well, it's hard to get him to, like, he's not gonna let you keep him quiet very easily.
No, he want to stand over at the end of his leash, not be messed with.
Man, he don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got by that round, and Cleo's nice. So you
She
got by
is.
Highwayman. What Highway placed this year? He placed in the Junior World. He's done something. He done something good this year.
He seemed like he won junior nationals, maybe.
Was that
He done something pretty well. He's a nice dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then Cleo's won Dog of the Year and most points ever in NSD and
Reserve nationals.
Platinum champion.
yeah, they gonna keep making up awards for her.
Logan said they were done. He was going to hunt a pup next year.
I believe.
Oh, wow.
It. So then we get to the. Was this what happened next? Is this when we get to the?
Yeah, the finals next.
Well, I thought so. All right, let's talk about the finals, then we'll talk about the other stuff.
We go right back.
Oh, right back. Y'all didn't wait.
No, it by the time we got back, and I made the deadline getting back. I think it was 3:30. I made it, 25 minutes, and Mary Jane was after me getting back.
Mary Jane just won NSD World Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
And Image is a world champion also. So that's interesting. So you told me some statistics the other day. What was them statistics about the final cast?
There was 3 world champions,
And 2 of them were LMC dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And one's a
representing.
Yeah, I like that. So, how'd that go?
We cut loose. Gunner goes in there, comes treed. Right after he trees, Mary Jane trees. Get the Gunner, search him. While we're searching him, we see Mary Jane's squirrel. She's just 20 yards outside of his search area. I circle up. She pluses. Image is handled there. Get back, cut loose. Mary Jane kind of blows out. Gunner goes hunting. Image drops off the hill 100 yards, come treed. And he circles up. Gunner gets treed in again. I circle up. And Mary Jane trees as I'm pulling off. And Image is handled with me. Go to her. And she circles. So we're, I'm 200 circle. Mary Jane's 100 plus 100 circle, and I think Image has 100 circle at that point. Get cut back, and Gunner blows through, gives me everything I'm looking for. Comes straight right, and I tree him.
How
He's
far is he?
he's 260 or so, and stays about 25 seconds and rolls out. And I take 100 pump there.
Why do you?
He
Was anything around him or?
man, Image was in that direction. I don't know if he just trying to ditch him or I don't know what the deal. Usually Gunner comes straight, he's there. And he goes about 250, comes straight again. And I tree on the way to him. They tree Image, get to Gunner, plus up, cut loose,
So
go into
Gunner's at
Image.
0 now. So he's back at 0 with some
Right.
circle.
With 200 circle.
Mary Jane's 100 plus.
She's 100 plus 100 circle.
Yeah.
And when we cut the last time, Image and Gunner go one way, Mary Jane goes the other. And I didn't know it at the time, but her collar went dead. So he has no way to track her, don't know where she's at. And so Gunner pluses up, we're headed to Image. Gunner goes about 150, slams a tree again. I tree him, go to him. Image ends up circle. I'm walking in the Gunner by myself, and a big red squirrel sitting in a fork. And I'm like, oh crap. So I get in there, handle him, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching the squirrel move around up there, and I know any minute he's leaving. And just it's 13, 14 minutes before they get there, which seems like an eternity when you're sitting there looking at the squirrel moving. And
How much is left in the cast?
the hunt's over by then. And so
got
I
it.
don't know if they heard Mary Jane or anything. And I'm treed probably 150 yards out of house's back door. So when they head towards me, Logan goes to the house to knock on the door to say, hey, this is what we're doing. So it takes a little longer too, Harcham gets there. He's spectating and doing the play-by-play. And the guy hunting Mary Jane gets there, and I'm, look, there's my squirrel. Still waiting on our non-hunting judge to get there. He comes walking in, sees the squirrel, plussed up, and that's it.
What was it? When you started the cast, what was you feeling like?
If I could keep him in a hearing, I felt good about it. And I gave him a little pepped up to feel a little better, and I just felt like if he stayed in heater, I had it covered.
Yeah,
You gave him a bill?
No, I gave him I gave him a little Gatorade to make him feel better.
Hey, hang on now. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
hang on. What kind of pills did you get?
Yeah, so talking about peels, like there's Wienergate. There's a conspiracy going on. Like somebody's putting peels in wieners and giving them to dogs, or attempting to give them to dogs. So when did that transpire? Was it early
I
the
got
morning
back from
or
the
midday?
I got back from the first round, and that's when I guess Ashton's found it. We kind of talked about it. I didn't realize what was really going on at that point. We get drawn back out. That's kind of when they started telling what was going on and what had happened. Of course, Jennifer was with me. She was at the truck there by Gunner.
Sorry to cut you off. Did he find it before the first cast,
Yeah, I think so. I think he found it before they ever went out going hunting.
Oh, the very first cast.
Yeah.
And we didn't address it then?
We didn't know it. They left out. And they had a dog cast, so when the other member come up, they headed on out.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they said it had an ace peel in it.
Yeah, I think it was some type of dog sedative.
I'm not familiar what ace is. I know it's short for something, like Dex. It's short for dexamethasone. But like, I feel like I'm kind of in the know. But I've never heard of it.
I was kind of dumbfounded I'm like you, Shane. I give my dog medicine and this and that. How is it that 5 seconds after a video comes out, there's like 15 people that knows what an
Yeah.
ace
Oh,
looks
that's
like?
Ace.
Oh, it's an
Definitely
ace.
Ace.
Yeah,
That's definitely Ace.
it's ace.
Hell, I was googling it. I was giving it a goog. Like, what is Ace?
Yeah. So Brent says ace will take down a horse. So I'm
Yeah.
just curious by the fact of how is it that everybody knows that it's ace already? Was everybody shooting out a comment that's ace? That's
I
ace.
asked in Google, reverse image or whatever, and figured out what it was.
Mm.
Huh. So
Yeah.
Wienergate is getting serious.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, like, yeah. So that is serious. Poisoning a dog, like that's very serious. That's fraudulent. Like, if we're hunting for money or something of like material value, like except like a lot of money, like a
Yeah.
4-wheeler.
So was Braden there? We got a suspect.
I don't know.
He
We got
said
our
they
first
use it.
suspect. We got
Yeah.
Braden says
So
he
in
has some.
in my mind, I seen where somebody said it could have been somebody at the park. Well, who the hell has Ace in their pocket? Like, it would have to be, in my mind, it would have to be one of the 20 competitors or their companions.
Yeah, he found it in between his tailgate and the dog box.
So, like, it was probably like dropped in there or something, and when
Right.
you open it, you open it up and it falls down.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then after the
hoping.
second round, we're out there kind of talking about it, walking around, and he finds another one laid in the grass.
Who found it?
Ashton.
Dang,
Oh
somebody used
wow!
the whole prescription out there?
Like, pretty close to where his truck was parked, or somewhere else different.
Not far, probably, 20 yards.
Yeah.
So was Brent at the hunt? Suspect
Mm,
number 2 right here.
I don't think so.
He's bought some in a sale barn, he says.
Dang.
What I was told was this was 25 milligrams that they give to dogs.
Oh, so it's dog specific.
The way I was told.
Huh.
That's very interesting. So let's see here. Steven says doping in a dog box ain't nothing new. It's been done before. And no, I'm not commenting any further on it. So you're doping dogs, Bradham.
Yeah. You're speaking from experience.
Experience. That's a man of experience.
Yeah.
I thought Gunner acted a little funny at the hunt. I went down there. The deer dog. Didn't you think your dog acted a little
Oh,
funny?
yeah, for sure.
I kind of thought mine acted funny in the Delta.
That is the one that Shine won, right?
Coincidence?
I think not.
I think not. I also don't think it helps that Shane was watering his dog out of like an antifreeze or an oil bucket.
It's an old bucket. You got to slick them up.
Yeah, yeah, he should have been slick.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Bradham got me and Shane at the
Yeah,
at the squirrel dog hunt down there in the Delta. What was that called? Deer Dog Classic.
Yeah, he done slipped my dog a quaalude.
That's interesting. Melissa says Ace is a downer and will make them not want to hunt. Oh, there's your name right there. There's your name. Ace Promazine. Ace Promazine. That's very interesting. So,
Very interesting.
so it is awful weird that we've got to a time that we're having to check collars. And apparently, we're going to have to start taking vehicles that people can't get to our dogs in because
I've been doing that.
I have to.
Yeah, I've been doing that. Like, I've been a proponent of the pet carriers for a long time
You said
for various reasons.
now. You said Jennifer was out there
Yeah,
watching
she
Gunner.
sat at the truck out there, and I had Gunner with the pet carrier that's got the
Yeah,
cover, you know,
yeah.
so they couldn't really get to him.
Well, that's good. Strategic.
Hmm.
That's very strategic. Now, where was these vehicles? Let's ask this question while we're being investigative reporters. Where was his vehicle parked at in relation to the building? In the back? In the front?
Right out front.
So somebody could have eased by and slid it in there and you not ever noticed.
With it, and the bad part, I mean, there's a big garage roll-up door, and his truck's sitting, probably 20, 30 yards outside the door.
Hmm.
Was there any suspicious people at this hunt? Besides
Hell
Brian
yeah, it's
Parsons?
20 of them. It was
Besides Brian
20 of
Parsons.
them. We're talking about dog handlers, man. Yeah, there was. You damn right it was.
No, it was a
Yeah.
great group of guys for the most part.
Yeah. That's very, very, very interesting. I
Did
guess
any of
I'm
the guys? Did any of the guys act like droopy or lethargic? Maybe they took a ace winner as well.
No,
No.
they getting ace wienered also.
Yeah, calm their nerves. We gotta give me one of them loaded wieners. We gotta calm.
Blake, did
Yeah,
you take any of them wieners?
I didn't.
You was wiener
that's a
free.
new that's a new form of picking a blanket.
So you're saying you was wiener free that day?
Yeah, I was winter free.
Okay.
I was already wore out from the drive up there.
Yeah.
Didn't get any sleep in the hotel, and it was a little exhausting. We partied and listened to rap music till about 2:30.
Yeah,
Heck
y'all got
yeah.
home at 2:30 in the morning. Yep, sure
No,
did.
this is when we got up there the night before the hunt. The folks beside us, they were partying.
Oh,
Well, you didn't have trouble waking up then.
No, I was already there,
Yeah.
and I left at I guess probably 4:30 in the morning, 5, and I beat that dog kennel on every wall in the hotel.
he was sending me videos of Gunner on the couch and or pictures of Gunner on the couch. He was living his best life up in that hotel.
Yeah.
No different than he lives at home.
Yeah.
I don't let him on the couches.
Well, he sure act like he'd been on one before.
He don't get
Yeah.
on my couches.
He done jumped up in the bed, laid over on Jennifer, won't
No, he
pet
ain't
it.
doing that neither. He just knew what he could get away with over there.
Well, they were best friends.
Oh, well, hey, that's what all it takes right there. You're letting Bird in the house now.
Yeah,
There
she's
you
gonna
go.
be a
You
house
should.
dog.
So Steven says you should have slipped them some wieners.
Well, if
The
we
party
figure out
folks.
who had it, I could have got some.
Oh, I see what Bradham was doing. He's trying to suggest you was doing that. I think
Yeah, he was trying to do a little bait job.
little bait and
I,
switch.
the next hunt I go to, I might have it for sale.
Where can we get us a
I'm not-
prescription of that?
I'm not giving it. I'm not being, immoral.
I
You
seen
know,
Wade said he needed some to give to Messiah.
Slow him down a little bit.
Slow him down.
He just
Yeah.
needs to tie two legs together.
Yeah, put one up in his collar.
Yeah. So, I hate that it happened, but I'm kind of, and I don't want to say glad, but in a way, if I'd have walked by my truck and I'd have saw a wiener or a piece of a wiener or whatever you want to call it laying in the back of my truck, the first thing I would have thought is my little heathen kids, for some reason, had like a hot dog, and when they walked by, instead of throwing it in the grass or in the garbage can, let's toss it in the back of Daddy's truck. I wouldn't even have considered looking in it for a pill.
Yeah, no doubt.
Did somebody tell him to look in it?
As far as I know, he took it upon himself.
Like, would you have looked in the wiener?
Man, I'd probably just threw it on the ground, not paying attention.
What about you, Shane?
Man,
Hang on, pre-Wienergate, would you have looked in it?
Like my kids, they don't eat weenies, so I would.
It
I would.
it really looked like deer sausage in a little link or something, like almost summer sausage.
Hell, I'd have probably ate it.
Shame.
Yeah.
Tree
Uh,
Megatron.
yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't know if I'd have looked at it or not. Probably
It really
not.
opens your eyes up now to,
Yeah,
watching your dog a little better.
I'd a hundred
Like
percent never looked in it. I'd have thought my kids threw it back there.
yeah, I would. I would not want my dog to eat it,
Yeah,
but I'd probably just chunked it.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm curious, like, if I was, which I obviously wasn't there, and I wouldn't do this. But if I was gonna do this, I probably wouldn't just have them lay. Like, I wouldn't drop them on the ground.
Or if you had one loaded, you mean?
Yeah, yeah. Just drop another one on the ground over.
Maybe you would do it for like when they're walking their dog, like they lay him out to go pee or something,
You know
and
what?
he had,
State was
and
it
he
in
had,
a staging area? Was it next to a tree that somebody might
and
have
like
tied them?
It was right next to where trucks were parked.
they might would pick it up. Now you wouldn't know what dog would pick it up,
Yeah. Well, that's
but
kind of like I don't get mine out of a box if I'm at the hunt. They stay there. I'll get them out, but before I go or when we get to the woods or something. But I try not to get mine out at the clubhouse or anything.
So
yeah, just to be safe.
Hmm.
Melissa's been giving Hawk loaded wieners. It
Mm.
says I doctored on Hawk for a month, and that's how I had to give him his meds was through a wiener. So yeah, if I'm at a hunt, I would check it out. Well, I guess if you've been doing it, you would have an idea. I never would have. I had never thought about it. I will now. If I find a wiener anywhere near me, it's getting checked.
Yeah,
So yeah, this is very interesting. Very interesting stuff. So have we covered Wienergate?
I think so. Yeah,
While we're
I think
talking
so.
on dogs being harmed, have y'all heard the tragedy that happened in the coon world?
Hmm.
Dude, I did. What's that dog's name? Katie?
I believe
Was that her
so.
name?
I
Yeah.
seen
That
Joey put out
then
$2,000.
that happened. Man, that happened in Missouri. They're investigating. They were on a cast, and she was shot on a tree, from
Hmm.
what I gathered. And
On
they
land
don't
they
know
had
who
permission to be on.
done it. Now they have a suspect that was on some property there in a camper. But well, that guy said he didn't hear anything, and maybe he didn't. But they heard the gunshot, and they never seen anybody.
Yep.
And like that, like they were crossing the road coming to the dog.
Yeah, they were. He said how far they were, but the dog was supposedly on land it had permission to be on, and they were. It, it's a big. The one I listened to was on the Joy's Fueled by Joy podcast. Is that the same one you listen to?
They had another one today. They had the owner of the dog,
Yeah. What was it on?
Joy.
Also,
It was on. Yeah, yeah. It was Working Dog Wednesday.
have you listened to it, Blake? Also,
I hadn't.
It
so
was a kid's dog. Like this guy, like the way he talked, his kid is just like might not be involved in a whole lot of stuff, but like he got this dog they've had for about a year, and it really, uh, like he really got involved with coon hunting or whatever, and like he he loved this dog, and I think it might have been the first cast he ever won was with this dog, or maybe the first cast he ever went on was with this dog.
yeah,
So I
yep,
mean, it's tragic, and they're investigating, but as of right now, they don't know who killed her.
that's extremely bad situation. They called the law, and the law came out there and took pictures, and they said that the law done a good job. They took pictures in the rain, and
The police doing a good job. They called the game warden, and he wouldn't come out.
he told them don't call him.
Yeah,
So yeah, Hey, if you don't mind, quit calling my personal phone.
Mm.
Yeah, this has to do with hunting. Ah,
Yeah.
don't bother me with this unless it's a duck or a deer.
So, yeah, bad situation. I hate it. I saw that they put up a reward, didn't they?
Joey did.
Yeah,
Joy.
Joy put up $2,000 reward.
I hope they catch them. They need to. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what I'd do. I would hope I could keep a level head if I walked up to a tree and somebody had shot my dog.
Yeah, it's that. So you don't ever know, because that's a hypothetical situation. Saying, "Well, I
Yeah.
would do this," or "I would," but you don't know what you would do because it hasn't happened to you. I don't. Yeah, I haven't. I don't know. Like, I tend to underreact sometimes when it's like a catastrophic situation. But then the longer I think about it, the madder I get. So I'm liable to go back and burn that guy's camper, or
With him in it.
yeah, with him, or hook up to it and just drive off with him in it, or who knows. Um, but like, yeah, I don't know, man. That's a bad deal that I hope nobody goes through.
Yeah, yeah. That's
And,
a terrible situation.
maybe something good will come out of it. Maybe they'll find out who done it, prosecute the shit out of him, and it shed some light on shooting dogs.
For sure. Blake,
Yeah,
what would you do if you walked up and somebody shot your dog?
man. I don't know. If they can make it through me not shooting them when they're young dogs, and then somebody else to shoot them, I'd be a little upset.
Dude,
So
yeah.
Brent says that it's $11,000 reward.
Somebody else put up some money too. I mean, I think the last I seen, Joy put up 2,000.
Wow,
Maybe
that's pretty
they've
cool.
upped it. I don't know.
They might do like a GoFundMe or something.
Yeah, I'm sure like a community probably has added to it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. I wouldn't be happy, but I would try to do the level-headed thing and get the law involved because I promise you, if you go up there and get like extremely wild, it's probably not going to go good for you in court.
For sure not. What are you in for? Somebody shot my dog. Like I
Yeah,
lost my dog
and
and
I'm in
5 years of my life.
jail.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'm a felon. Now I can't vote. I can't get a job. Can't get a loan. Like I
So
don't know.
Brent also says it was on the news and such. He has climbed to $11,000.
Ooh,
Nice.
what if you're the guy that done it? Wouldn't you be sweating bullets right now?
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't see what possesses somebody.
Yeah, what goes through your head is to think it's okay to do that.
You know,
Shit, like most people that's got guns hunt, right?
mm-hmm.
And to shoot a dog that's on a treeing, not during deer season. Like, I just don't understand. It's not chasing a cow. It's not catching a goat. Like, I just don't understand.
Well, they said that they also turned the collar off.
That's
They,
right.
they said they
That's
turned
right.
the collar off, and
Well, or maybe he got shot.
well, maybe
But
so.
no, they took the collar off the dog. So maybe they did take it off. Turn it off.
So how many non-Garmin familiar people can take the collar off as soon as the gunshot goes off? You can take the
None.
collar off and turn it off before you walk to your house and be at your house before people can walk to you.
None.
Hell, a lot of times I'm over there, even though mine's got a bright green light on it. I'm holding the button trying to make.
Hey, have you ever turned your collar off? Thought you turned your collar off,
Yeah.
and then come to realize you didn't turn your collar off, and it's still on. Have you ever done that?
Yes. Blake, quit
I
texting.
have. Yep, I have for sure.
So they didn't find. I didn't know this. Bradham says that they were moved and haven't been found. So
Does she have more than one collar on her?
I don't know. I know coon hunting can have two. I think. Blake, can you hear us? We've done lost Blake. I
Yeah.
think. But anyway, that's a terrible, terrible situation, and I hope they find whoever done it, and I hope they get prosecuted. For
Yep,
sure.
me too.
Blake. I mean, I can hear him.
I can't hear him.
Okay.
But you can hear me,
Yeah.
and you can hear Blake.
Well, I thought I could hear him doing something in the background. So.
Oh.
There
Hey,
he
he's
is.
back.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Can you hear us?
Blake, can you hear us?
Give us a thumbs up. And
And he's gone.
All right. Hey, great job, Blake. Appreciate you coming on, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
So, and he's back. Yeah.
Oh,
What
that's
have
all
you
right.
been doing?
My child called me. It cut me off.
Anyways, so let's talk about this right quick before we get too far away from this hunt. So Blake gets home, and Blake,
And then he
can you hear
leaves.
us? Oh my god, this is great radio, guys. I appreciate y'all y'all bearing with us. We finna have to kick him, but I guess I'm gonna talk about the situation.
Van, are you there?
Van,
Van.
what about you, Van? he acts like a Kimmer dog guy.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, well, if he comes back on, we'll talk about it. But yeah, I like the foiler. I tell you what, it's nice. My kids have rode the wheels off of this foiler.
Yeah, so y'all split the four-wheeler and you bought him out, right? So
Yep.
yep. Oh, for
We just
a undisclosed amount of money.
so
But
so
but
I
you
was
bought him
talking.
out.
I was talking to him, and we was gonna sell it. And I got to thinking, I need a new foiler for my kids, and I was gonna have to buy one here in about the next year.
Right.
And I was gonna move my daughter up and give my son my daughters because it's in great shape. And I got to thinking, I said, "What do you think it's worth? What we can get for it?" And he told me, and I said, "All right." I said, "What do you want for your half?" And he said, "What are you gonna do with it?" And I said, "I'm gonna give it to my kids." And he said, "You're not gonna sell it. You're gonna give it to your kids." And I said, "Yeah." He said, "What do you think about this price?" And it was extremely fair. So
Yep.
I appreciate him going and showing my dog. I mean, he helped me in multiple ways. Helped me, you know.
Oh, for sure.
So,
Yep. What about the trailer? What about the trailer he bought
so,
to drag it back?
so he calls me and he's like, "Man, he had originally told me, he said, dude, I'm going to win that foiler." I said, okay. I said, "I hope. I'm about $950 in 2 weekends." And he's like, "I'm going to bring it back, I'm telling you." I said, "How you going to get it home?" He said, "I'm going to put it in the back of this Toyota." And I said, "Where you going to put my dog?" He said, "I'm going to put it in the extended cab part." And I said, "Okay, that's fine." Anyways, he wins it. And long story short,
Won't fit.
he says, "I bought a trailer. I'm headed to I'm headed to Napa or AutoZone or somewhere to get a trailer hitch." And I said, "Like, does it got a towing package on it or something?" He's like, "No, I bought a trailer." I said, "What kind of trailer?" And he's like, "I bought a trailer for $300." I don't know about y'all, but the $300 trailers I've seen aren't. I'm not dragging them from
Yeah. They get it from
Ohio.
Harbor Freight or where?
I don't know. I think he bought it from somebody at the hunt.
Well, so it made it back. So did he keep the trailer, or did you get the trailer?
No, I think he sold the trailer. Made his
Sold it
money back.
already.
Yeah, made his money back, I think. But anyway, long story short, I asked him because it's like a 4x8. Like the four-wheeler is pushing this baby to its limits. And I said, well, how did it pull? He said, if I keep it under about 84, it does pretty good. He said, after about 84, she. So, I think he had a lightly used trailer for sale, used one time.
He might could put the trailer on the four-wheeler and pull the Toyota back.
I don't
They're
know.
about the same size.
Yeah. It was interesting, and something else. Like I'm playing softball that day, or I'm coaching softball. I coach third, and we're playing, and for whatever reason we was winning, and they was trying to get the tournaments in. And it was raining, and I was fighting rain. We was playing back to back and back. We played like 4 games and not long. But anyways, long story short, he goes out for the final cast. And I'm sitting over there, and my watch is hooked to my phone, and I'm coaching third. And I go in like the second inning, and I looked at my phone, looking at the play-by-play, and I saw he took a 100 pump.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, man, he's got to treat 2 to have a possibility of winning. There wasn't but like 20 minutes left or something like that. And I'm like, not great odds. So I'm standing out there at third, giving calls, blah, 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 watching, talking to the kids, coaching. And my phone my watch vibrates. And I look down, and Wade Hildebrand says, "Are you nervous?" And I was just sitting there thinking, he took it because he took a 100 pump, is what I thought it was about. I didn't know he'd been retreed in and went back to 0.
Right.
So I didn't ever respond. About that time, just a couple minutes later, it vibrates again. Something like
Choice words.
it was a bunch of choice words and how how good Gunner was. Let's just say it like that. And I'm like, huh. So something had to happen that was very appealing in a positive way.
Yeah.
And about that time, a few minutes later, Wade Hildebrand. I look at my watch, and I'm still. So, anyways, I'm trying to do all this, and Wade has some more choice words, and says, he did it," or something like that. And I'm thinking, until it's over, it's over. It ain't over. And
Right.
about
Yeah.
that
For
time,
sure.
I'm sitting there still, and Blake texts me. "We won it all. Call when you get a chance." And at that point, I didn't care if we won a single ball game after. I'm thinking, let's go home. But I hollered over there at some parents knew that he was in the finals, and I hollered over there and was like, "Go tell Sage, we just won a 4-wheeler." And I'm still out there, and she's over there, and I'm, but it was a very exciting. I don't know, just the relief of it all, I guess. You put a lot of time in the animal. I got a lot of hours and a lot of time. He's looked good this year. I haven't been able to hunt him much the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks because of turkey season, and it's been hot.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was gonna talk to Blake about some turkeys. He's turkey man.
yeah, he's turkey man, turtle man too.
Huh? He catches
Turtle.
turtles.
Yeah.
Does he trap them?
No, he gets in there in the bottom of them lakes and feels around with his feet.
No, he
never
don't.
seen.
Blake
you ain't
does?
seen that YouTube good? Yes.
Now
You not
I've seen
seen this
people
YouTube?
do it, but I've never
Yeah.
seen Blake do it. I've never seen Blake do it.
Oh yeah, yeah. He eats turtle meat.
I knew a guy who used to trap turtles. The red ear sliders. He'd trap them and sell them.
Yeah, Blake's a turtle guy.
He's catching snapping turtles.
Loggerheads.
Yeah.
Damn turtle man.
I'll be.
Yeah, hell yeah. If y'all have anything you want to know, I've been thumping them gobblers. Shane, how y'all doing in North Louisiana?
I got one. He thought he was coming to a Diddy party, and he was running late. He thought he was late to the freak off.
Hey, he didn't make it in time or just in time?
I broke his heart. That's one of them. He come in limping.
Yeah, I heard that. You're gonna be awake at. So Crabtree is the name. You're gonna be awake at 6:30 to 7 Friday morning. I'll be coming through your part of the world, Shane.
Yeah, I get up at 4 about every morning. Yeah, I'll be
Yep.
awake.
Hey, are you training now?
Me?
Yeah.
Training
I
what?
thought you had
Jiu-jitsu or
a
dogs?
A trainer. Yeah.
Oh, a fitness coach? Yeah.
Fitness coach.
Hey,
Yeah.
that son of a bitch pissed me off today too. So, dude, I'm like struck a chord. All right, so okay, in case no one knows, I own a gym. I've been a manager of the.
Hang on.
Cody.
Hang
Okay, I'm
on.
back. I'm back.
So
Can
you
you hear
own
me
a
now?
gym? Yeah.
Yeah, I own a gym. I've been a manager of it since 2007. I bought it a couple years ago in 22 or 23. Anyway, I've owned it for a little while. Certified personal trainer. Trained a ton of people. Great success. I've been in good shape before. I'm not in the best shape right now. And my company that I work at, I work in the oil field. They offer fitness coaching and mental health coaches and finance coaches and all kinds of stuff. And it's just a benefit of my Cigna insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So they called me a week ago and wanted to know if I was interested. I was like, sure. I just for kicks and giggles, let's see what he's got to say, because I like the day this lady called was the day that I said I'm fixing to get in shape.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a week ago. So he's going over my goals and this and that. And he's like, it shows here that you're wanting to lose 10 pounds by May 10th. I was like, that's correct. He's like, well, let's see, we got. I don't know. I don't think
I look at you. You ain't losing 10.
And I was like, well, it's not virtual. We're just on the phone. And I'm thinking, you son of a bitch, you don't know me. I can lose 10 pounds by then. I can lose 10 pounds and like pretty quick. Like hell, I used to cut weight. I can lose 10 pounds.
Mm-hmm. That sweat factory.
So yeah, but I'm gonna lose 10 pounds, right? Like not just dehydrating,
Well,
but the next call, which is in 2 weeks, I think it's like on the 24th or 20 something. Me and Brett gonna have a little chat. I'm gonna tell him my current weight. So maybe that's what I need. You know, I don't take. So you know, I read books and stuff like that, and like I'm big on the 4 agreements. I do not take things personal, but I like to manufacture things to make it personal, to motivate me. If that makes sense.
So I have a question.
Like
Go ahead.
well, just like in competition hunting, like I might actually manufacture something in my head to give me like to amp me up, to motivate me to do more, to go after somebody, to like compete against somebody, to give me an edge on them.
Yeah. You throw a wiener in their box.
I wouldn't do that, but I might. I might, because I want to beat them at their best.
Oh, you might give them some decks or something.
Like I
Hey, buddy,
might think, no, so I might think that they put a wiener in my box, and I would create that scenario in my head, even though I know it's not true. But I would create that to to give me a competitive advantage when I compete against them, if that makes sense.
yeah.
It sounds a little crazy, and it might be crazy, but I will do that. Not to every competitor, but there's been some competitors I have done that with, where they haven't done anything against me, but I made something up in my mind.
Yeah.
So that might
Can
be
you
what
still
I
hear me?
need to get in shape. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
But that might be what I need to get in shape, is have this guy that I think probably doesn't like I probably hasn't been doing it as long as I have. I
Yeah.
feel like I know as much as him or more. I don't even know if he's certified. And
What does he tell you? Do a couple sit-ups, a couple.
no. It's mostly about calorie deficit, blah blah blah. And I know like okay, so if you 500 calories deficit a day,
Mm-hmm.
whether that's with intake or output, but 500 less than what I'm normally taking in, uh, I'll lose an average of 2 pounds a week up to a certain point. Then it'll drop down to about a pound, 3/4 of a pound. So like it's input versus output. So once your body gets kind of acclimated to that, uh, you won't be dropping 2 pounds. It'll come down significantly to like a pound to 3/4 of a pound a week. And then finally, you'll be you'll just be maintaining.
Nice. So, Crabtree, as his name says, thinner from Cajun Labs will help. New product alert.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, new product,
uh,
Cajun Labs.
that's right. And most likely it's a suppressant, like an appetite suppressant.
Mm-hmm. And so,
I'm the opposite of Happy Gilmore.
so
Yeah,
very interesting. I don't
yeah,
understand how people like. You know what would it? So that job, it's kind of like the weatherman. The weatherman's 50% right all the time.
Well, now look, I mean it's science. It's calories in, calories out. Let's say, to sustain my weight, which is like 192 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
to sustain that, like I got to take in, let's say, 200 or 2,750 calories.
Yeah.
Well, if I take in 500 calories less than that,
Mm-hmm. You're losing weight.
and yeah, like about 2 pounds a week.
So let's translate this into the dog world.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So if you give your dog its normal helping a day, just say, let's say 400 calories per cup a day.
Yeah, yeah.
Four.
Calories and calories are the same thing, by the way.
Okay. So 400 calories a day on the days that you don't feed them and the days that you do feed them. Are you one of the people that feed them more when you're hunting them?
I feed them more according to weight loss. So if I start seeing too many ribs, if I start seeing their backbone, if I start seeing a little hip bone, I will start adding. But I just feed according to the dog, because some dogs burn more calories than others. Some dogs are faster than others. Some dogs travel more. Some dogs, if one dog goes 5 miles and one dog goes 10 miles, which dog burn more calories?
Yeah.
Well, the dog that went 10 miles, he burned more calories.
Mm-hmm.
So I feed them according to how they look.
So, so I hear all the time that dog is overweight or that dog's out of shape. You need to
Mm-hmm.
feed them less. Okay. So just because you feed a dog a half a cup a day and they cut 30 pounds, that don't mean they're in shape.
Well,
That
the
just
dog's not gonna cut 30 pounds. They'll
well,
look
well, I'm
better.
just saying in general.
Yeah,
If they go
yeah.
from 45 pounds to 35 pounds, they cut 10 pounds because you're feeding them a half a cup a day. That don't mean they're in shape. That just means they were, I guess you would say, on a diet or you're starving them to death,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just losing weight. But I hear that all the time. That dog's too
Right.
big, out of shape. You need to
Well,
feed it
so
less.
yeah, so like most fat dogs can't handle the heat very well, and they get tired. And fatigue makes a coward out of all of us.
Yeah, it does.
Some dogs have more heart than others. Some dogs will push. Some dogs will quit. But having a dog in shape is beneficial. Like having a dog that can go 3 rounds versus a dog that's a little bit out of shape. Like the dog that's in shape is more likely I think there's a percentage of more likely to win. Like the way the rules are, like, a shit eater's always in contention.
Yeah.
But you can have a dog that looks like it's in fairly good shape just because you've been restricting its feed. And it's actually not. And they get tired in 15 minutes. They're at the first tree. And but a lot of that is I mean they might look good, but just because they haven't been acclimated to that work.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
So you don't feed a dog. Just to say, you're at a hunt, and you figured up a ballpark, and the dog went 15 miles a day, and you think he burned this many calories. You don't feed him 3 scoops of feed just because he had a lot of calories out.
At a hunt, and I'm still hunting.
No, like that night. Like just say he was at the NSD World hunt,
Okay.
and you hunted the first round and the second round, and you made it through. For tomorrow, they're running off of what they ate the day before.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the calories out was a lot, and you didn't put a whole lot back in them because they probably didn't eat that morning. You might have fed them right after the first round, might not have. They might have only got to eat that afternoon. But if they burned a ton of calories, and then the next day they're going to have to hunt 1 or 2 rounds, you're not feeding them more.
I'm feeding them about the same. Yeah, about the same. Because I'm replenishing of what they had. Like maybe. I mean, they're not like they have some fat on them, so they have some energy reserves.
Yeah.
So I'm feeding them about the same. I never want to overfeed the dog. I want them to be empty whenever I hunt them. Just like a MMA fighter, you want to be empty when you fight. If you're digesting, that's taking up energy. That's taken away from your performance. If you're fighting a rooster, you want him empty.
So, what? That's interesting. So you want to fight if somebody was gonna fight a rooster, they're gonna fight it on empty stomach also.
100%. Yep. Yep. Whenever, dude, it's a science. A science on the conditioning for cockfighting. A science for the conditioning on cockfighting. So like what they call a point. So that's as sharp as they get. So you're bringing a bird on point. So like, there's the point, right? You see that? Or actually, more like this. So you see the point? He gets there, but he can go over the point, right? So he can go over. But once they go over, they don't come back. So it's getting them to here and holding them there until the competition's over. And it's something to do with probably their blood sugar. If their blood sugar tanks, that's probably when they go over. It could be some other stuff too, but they get them to peak performance, and they hold them there. And what that does, they'll give them a peck, just a peck of maybe egg whites or whatever, a piece of grain, something very, 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 very minute to hold them on point longer. So
very interesting.
And I like, yeah, and in between rounds. So in between the first round, second round, especially if we're going right back out, I don't feed my dog. Between the second round and third round, if we're not going right back out, I may give him just a little. I've given him a lot of water. They got to have water. Water's super important.
Yeah.
I might give him just a couple kibble, a couple pieces of kibble. Was it it's not kernels, but it's not grains, but a couple pieces of dog food. A handful, like less than a handful, like you can count them out. Just a little bit. I may, or I may not, or I may not.
So, what about? Have you made any progress on breeding that jip? Let's talk about that breeding.
Okay. So Valley, my one of my double bud females, I bred her to Romeo. So, super happy about that. I was going to breed her to Rackham Willie. And it was during. Hey, there's Blake.
Hey Van. Hey Van.
He's back. No.
What about it, Van?
Who's Van?
So, so Van is the guy. He's a Kimmer president, and last week he kept getting cut off, like repeatedly getting cut off, and couldn't hear us talking with a Van. Anyway, it's just kind of a joke. So we're talking about breeding dogs or whatever. I have a female. She's double bud bred. She's out of Gunsmoke, the infamous Gunsmoke, infamous, whatever. Sutton Miller dog. And I bred her to Romeo. I could have bred her to Rackham Willie. I talked to JR. Was pretty pumped about it. It's like a 13.5 hour drive if I drive straight, so I wasn't going to do that. I was going to order the semen. My vet doesn't store the semen. I actually have access to a bull tank. My cousin Paul, his dad used to freeze brand horses, and we have a bull tank that we could fill with nitrogen and store the semen to hit my bitch on the exact day or whatever. But it was going it was going down like the week of the World Hunt, the NSD World Hunt, and at that time I was still delusional and thinking I might go. It was going to be a lot of logistics and coordinating, and it's going to be like $950 to ship, and I'm half a team showstopper. I'm like, hell, I need to be promoting our stuff. I hadn't even hunted a Rackham Willie dog. Like, I'm just buying into the hype like everybody else. Which, I mean, the hype's real. Like, the proof's in the pudding. But I know what Romeo is. Like, he's won, what, 2 Junior Worlds?
Nationals.
Maybe 2 Junior Nationals. Like, I mean, like he's a super nice dog. I like him a lot. I know what he is. He comes from Squirrel Dog stock. His daddy produced a ton of squirrel dogs, so I bred to him.
I think you made the right
And
decision.
uh, like it's hard to say which dog's going to be better. Which stud. Like he's. I mean, his pups are coming on what $1 million of earnings,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
which is phenomenal. But I just felt compelled to promote our stuff.
Your team showstopper, it don't matter if the pups sell for 100, 200, or whatever more.
Yeah, I don't even care. Like, so tell me this: I got a year-old pup that started. That's a world beater. I've got 2 of them. I'm gonna sell one. Uh, how much is that puppy worth? A 1-year-old started dog that's a world beater. It's out of Showstopper Romeo. It's probably worth X amount. Or it's out of Rack 'em Willie. It's probably worth X amount. Is one worth more than the other? Probably
If it's a world
not.
beater,
Like
no.
it's a world. It's worth what it is, right? No matter what it's out of. Like I mean, like yeah, that would be better if they're out of known stock or whatever. But at a started dog, like most of it's buying. Like when they buy that dog, they're buying out of its potential and what it is, but a lot of it of what it's doing. So I went with Romeo.
Yeah.
So her sister's coming in heat. And when she comes in heat, I'm going to breed her to Messiah.
So you ought to be able to see.
So I'm gonna raise 3 litters this year. 3 more litters.
You sound like Deucey.
Yeah, puppy meal, baby. So yeah, I've never regretted making a cross. I've only regretted not making crosses.
That's true.
And that is true. But I'm gonna breed her to Messiah, and then I'm hunting right now. I'm hunting a full-blooded Walker Gyp female, super green. She's 17 months old. When I got her, she would drool in the dog box. Like I've never seen a dog drool this bad.
I don't
it'd
know.
be like,
Have you, Blake?
dude,
I
it'd be
had
like
drool
2
pretty
gallons. Hey, dude, it'd be like 2 gallons of saliva in the dog box. Like unreal. She just drool all day. I'd be gone like 10 hours, and she would start drooling when I put her in the box, and she'd still be just salivating when we come home.
Mine would do
anyway.
that with the dog box with the truck sitting still.
This one would too. You could just put her in a dog box and she start drooling.
Hmm.
But I've got her out of it, and she's starting to hunt really good, and she's treeing squirrels like she's squirrel crazy, dude. Like she's winding squirrels in 80-foot pine trees in the top. Like I'm seeing the squirrels, and like she has just turned it on. Like she treed 5 yesterday evening. Like, and she is out of the pen when I got here. Like she had flipped the lock, and she was running loose when I got. So she'd been running loose for at least a day. And I put the collar on her, and hey, like she's looking, and I'm thinking she's gonna be a slick treer, but dude, like she treed 5 squirrels. I seen the first 3. I didn't even look at for the other 2, and she's treating them right and looking good, and I'm pretty pumped. And whenever she comes in the heat, I'm probably gonna breed her to Megatron. I'm gonna sell. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna sell some and keep some, and whatever I keep, I'm going in my squirrel pen. I'm gonna start them, and like I'll sell a few of them.
I like it.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
So you got a busy fall and winter.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm probably going. Most likely, I'm going to comp hunt her, or comp hunt Megatron and have a handler hunt her. She is not for sale. Not yet. And she's bred super good. She's out of a dog named Willie's Trump Train. who was off of Rackham Willie. I think he won like $60,000, and the guy that had him sold him for like 50. And her mama is Hot Rod Lily, and there's a dog at I know Dual Murphy was handling some named Liz that's won 140 something thousand and a truck. That's her half sister. So she's out of some super good stuff. I think Hot Rod Liz or Hot Rod Lily is out of Hot Rod Deuce, which is out of Hot Rod Lincoln. I I don't know all these dogs.
You probably heard of some of them.
No, I ain't never heard of them.
That's Louisiana stuff. But anyway, you know who Dual Murphy is, and he's been handling one of these dogs that's won so much. I can't remember her whole name, but it's something Liz. Anyway, she's out of Hot Rod Lily.
No.
But I like her. I like her a lot. She's and she's a big old hound. She's big, and I didn't really care for her at first. She's not like I like a red-headed walker dog, like a saddleback red-headed, rat tail. But and she's not that. She's kind of long and big, but dude, she likes squirrels and she can treat the shit out of them. So I like her. I like her a lot, actually.
Now that we got Blake back on here, I want to tell a story about me picking up his foiler.
Okay.
So I get over there and I got my trailer hooked up. And he's got Gunner out. I put Gunner in the box. And I'm like, well, look, I'm going to load the foiler up. And Blake's like, look, we got to get a picture before you leave.
No.
Yeah?
The story has gone wrong to begin with.
No. Blake's sitting out there. He got home at 2:30. He's a little delusional. He don't remember how the story went. So
he done took a ace.
He done took a wiener. He'd had too much wiener. So when we get there, like I said, he's all wienered up, and he's delusional. I get there and I'm like, man, I gotta go. It's Easter morning, and Blake's like, look, let's get a picture before you leave. And I'm like, what kind of picture you want to take? Us standing next to the, He's like, no, let's get on it together. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I get on it, and we set the phone up, and I slide all the way to the back of the seat. I got my dog, and when it gets to like 3 seconds on the timer, Blake slides all the way back to me.
He's like, get a little closer for the picture.
Yeah.
So he was already wienered up with Ace, and he was trying to get a little more aced up, I think.
Next thing was on my back.
Hey, he did. He teed to grab the saddle horn.
Yeah.
Grab the saddle horn.
It ended up being a good picture, I thought. But yeah, Blake, we got a good picture of it, So
I think Blake should have a hoodie that says, "If you can read this, Cody fell off."
Great, yeah. So Blake, while we got you on here as a special guest, how many hunts do you think you hunted this year?
Man, I don't know. I went to probably 20, 25. I don't know.
25. Bird dog on the rocks. Done a good bit of winning.
Yeah.
So I see you have an LMC shirt.
Yeah.
Are you going a different direction?
I am. I'm going to hunt some LMC stuff for a little while.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm still going to breed bird and raise some pups and place them places, but I'm going to hunt some LMC stuff.
Nice. What about some junior? Hey, the junior 9 dog. Y'all gonna host a hunt?
I hope so.
I'm talking to a friend right now to see if he wants to help me host one.
It kind of really depends on what I got, come wintertime.
I got a junior dog you can hunt.
I got one that's going to be dropped off in the morning.
I may not even have a junior dog.
You're going to host one, not have a junior dog? Interesting.
Maybe.
It's interesting.
Hey, I don't have a junior dog to hunt in it right now.
You're giving back to the sport, Shane. I appreciate that.
Yep. I mean, I'll probably be handling a junior dog at that time. Like, I'm sure somebody will have one that they'll let me borrow. But as of right now, I don't have a junior dog to put in it.
So,
I think
so do
Bart's
you
going to
care?
try to host a couple of them.
Bart's hosting a couple in Arkansas. Did Who else have I seen?
Seemed like Tracy Rash said he was going to have a few. And Richard
Very
Middleton's wanting
interesting.
to have
I
some.
won't be attending them. Yeah, I won't be attending the one that that's too far.
So,
That is too far away.
so can you tell what you're getting tomorrow?
Little LMC dog.
Okay.
Dog hauler's supposed to
Well,
be here at 6 in the morning.
okay.
Dang, tight lips, loose lips sink ships.
Yeah. Or eat ace. So, so, uh, what direction are you going? You got some nice pups lined up
I
in
do.
LMC?
Is
Yeah,
it a
Adams.
female? I
No,
mean, is
the
it?
one I've got in the morning's a male.
How you gonna breed that to Gunner?
Well, we're going to not go there, but
Okay.
I do have
Well, the
some
way
females
Blake
coming.
backed up on me on that foiler, I could see him trying to get Gunner to breed that dog.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not looking for the butt to nut going on.
Yeah. Ain't that a great name for a podcast?
Yeah,
Butt to nut, and it's two nuts, like two crazy guys. Like,
Oh, they say
either
a
that
live
or I
squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
that's right.
figured it was either that or
So,
pole to hole.
that's another good one. So, so you had something to ask him about some turkey hunting.
Yeah, I was like, you a turkey man? How's your turkey season been?
I've been in a hunt every weekend of turkey season so far.
Yeah, yeah. So, how much longer is your turkey season in? Y'all's come in way before ours.
Yeah, ours come in March 15th and it'll go to the last day of April. I've been one time and got one turkey. But, you know, balls kicking off and trying to hunt some pups, so I don't know how much I'll turkey hunt this year.
Yeah, but you did get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I I got one as well. I was hoping my son would. He's 9. He's killed what, 4 birds, I think. He's killed one every year since he went. This is the first year he's been in the turkey woods where he did not hear a turkey gobble.
Really?
First time. Like he don't understand how hard it is to kill a turkey here. Like we don't have that many, and they're extremely hard to kill. But he's super lucky. Uh,
We're
but the
covered
wind was
up with them.
blowing, dude. So next year I plan on coming to Mississippi because I can get there 2 weeks earlier and get some more hunting in. But
Come on, I got plenty of private land.
that's what I'm talking about.
I went blind the time I went. Heard 3 birds and one hammering, come running in. Didn't take 30 minutes after we got on him.
See, I heard one bird this year. That's the only bird I've heard, and I heard him at 6:45, and at 6:59 he was dead. He was like I told Cody, he thought he was late for a Diddy party. It
He was on
but
time.
yeah. He died of a broken heart. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. I'll tell you something funny about turkey hunting. So I ordered a couple masks, just some cheap turkey masks. Like I mean, they're very rudimentary. It's just a sleeve, pretty much.
Froze up.
Yeah, it was just sleeve, he says. So, and
It's
he's
just
back.
it's getting ridiculous. I'm gonna have to do a different setup here at the Coco Cabana. But anyway, these rudimentary turkey masks is just a sleeve. I was wearing it when I killed that bird. I let my boy wear it the next weekend, and it was raining. This is past Saturday. It was raining, and his turkey mask got wet. And I got them from Amazon. I'm sure they come from China. I don't know, but anyway, it broke him out from ear all the way across his nose to ear. Like I thought he had poison ivy or something. But like he had to go to school with his eyes swelled up and shit, and like matted up. Like we've been putting lotion on his face and everything. But anyway, It was a turkey mask. It was the Chinese turkey mask. I should have washed them.
Probably don't need to order that one no more.
Or at least wash it. I mean, he's, you know, his skin's more sensitive than mine, I guess. But
Yeah. Well, we was talking about puppies. Are you going to breed bird again, Blake?
Yeah, I'm gonna breed her this fall. Me and Bart kind of talked. I'd like to do kind of a dual sire thing. I'd like to breed her to maybe a Willie and then Gunner.
oh wow.
I like it.
So
I like
if you do Willie, would you be breeding live, or would you do artificial insemination?
I'd like to do is probably, go breed live to Willie and then come back and AI with Gunner. Do me and Cody is 20 minutes apart. The vet
Yeah,
right here
right.
could do it.
Yep.
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 I'm going to have him on all that testosterone stuff so you waste that money on Willie.
Yeah. Well,
That'd be
be like that
spectacular,
sometimes.
wouldn't it? It'd be spectacular, wouldn't it?
I think with Willie it'll be kind of the same makeup that your Larry Bird dog is. Quarter bird dog, Willie on top.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah, and that's dude, and that's so like Larry Bird's mama is my dog's aunt on both sides. So that was Gunsmoke's litter mate. Like she was out of one bad bud. My female, her mom was out of one bad bud, and so was her dad. So that's why I was wanting to go to Willie, because it would be something very, very similar to how Larry Bird and Magic Johnson's bred. I just elected not to.
Yeah.
Just a lot of it's logistics.
John told me this past weekend that Larry Bird is one of the most talented dogs he's ever seen. That's coming from John Perkins.
Yeah.
Hold that in high regard.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's wild.
And Petey's never treed.
Mine don't trade much.
His mama's never treed.
Yeah. Yeah, she went off all them circle points.
Yeah.
Speaking of pups, I talked to mine and Blake's mutual friend, Chaz, that has the Gunner puppies. And he says it happens to be a great time to have Gunner puppies. He said,
yeah, Gunner's hot as a firecracker.
Yeah.
Yep. So, speaking of that, I'm trying to figure out, I need to get a hold of him and see what day what week we're gonna auction off the puppy. I need to see which one we're gonna pick, and it's probably, if I had to guess, gonna be a female. But we'll be auctioning off a female and doing it live on the podcast. See who's the lucky winner of a Gunner puppy.
That's what I'm talking about.
And also,
I like it.
I know this has been over about 2 weeks, but me and Shane's been talking about it.
What's up?
So
What's up? War Paint,
we're gonna
Georgia
send
Overdrive.
hats. Yep. We're gonna send y'all hats. Y'all put a valiant effort in, and we appreciate y'all trying and getting us a lot of views on the podcast and a lot of buzz. So we think both of y'all are winners in our mind. And
I'm sending you a pair of $40 hats.
so did I say auction?
It's
I meant raffle.
raffle.
We're gonna do a raffle. We're not gonna do a live auction. We're gonna
It's
do
a raffle. It's not an auction.
I'm sorry. Sorry for the confusion.
Could you be the auctioneer?
Yeah.
Man,
I will.
I can talk a lot, but I can't talk like that.
100, 150, 150, 150. Come on now. 150, 150.
You know-
This pup's going to
you
be
know.
badass. 150, 150, 100.
While we're talking about that, we could have Samuel Green come on that day.
He did a good job at the USDC World.
Yeah. Samuel Green's an auctioneer. What? All right, Blake, you was there. I've never been. I don't think Shane's ever been. How was your experience at the USDC World Hunt?
I enjoyed it. That's the second time I've been to it. And, good hunting.
Good hunting.
Yeah, I
A lot
went
of
to
squirrels.
the
It's a little
USC.
different hunting than we're used to down here.
What's it
Yeah.
like?
It's real thick underbrush in all the places I went. But you know, plenty of squirrels.
Now,
Hmm.
did y'all hunt the same places for the foiler hunt as they hunted for the world hunt?
The place I guided to at the USCC World, I think Ashton went back towards it.
Hmm. Yeah. So, do they do a big to do? Like, it looks like it's a big to do as far as the auction and all that's going on. Like, is
The
it just kind of
Calcutta,
laid
the
back and the
Calcutta,
cow cut,
Calcutta.
the cow
Yeah.
cutter? Is
They
it
try
laid
to run
back
through
or
it pretty quick. It's before the hunt, everybody trying to get drawn out and get out of there. But it's pretty neat.
yeah, a lot of money,
Yeah,
a lot of money.
yeah, they'll get you right before you know it.
Yeah, yeah. So this is something interesting I had sent to me this week. So I happened to get a form for a W-9.
You're
And when I
welcome.
was talking to Jimmy, I said, why did you send that to me? And he said, well, Blake said to send it to you. And I said, well, Blake wasn't, wasn't a foiler. And he's like, well, he told me that to send it to you. So I appreciate you doing that. You know,
And I told him, I said, Cody's keeping the four wheeler. Just send it to Cody.
Tax
so, so,
evasion.
so you got the cash and I got the foiler and I paid the taxes.
There you
Best of
go.
both worlds.
I appreciate that. You know, that's a real good friend, real good friendship right here. Real good. I might be in Guantanamo Bay by the end of next year.
All the money you're gonna make off stud fee and that kind of thing, it'll pay you back.
I've had several people hit me up about breeding. Yeah, if you're interested in breeding, hit me up. We'll see what we can do. We're gonna try to get this line of dogs out there. You know, there's not really anybody hunting his breed, and that's something very interesting.
I
Uh,
I got a buddy. I got a buddy that's hunting Gunner's half sister,
so we was
and
talking
he
about this,
likes
me
her.
and Blake.
Her name is Bad Bunny,
I showed a
and
picture
and,
of
and
that
she
dog to Blake, and Blake likes the way she's built.
oh she got good ear. She
Pink
structurally
nose.
she does have a pink nose, which I cannot stand, but
Maybe a little
uh,
bird dog in there.
but she's built. She looks like a Vizsla, don't she? Like
She
I mean, she's got
she's a
good
little bit of
ear.
LMC. Let's not start. Let's not.
She is she is LMC, but I mean she is built like a thoroughbred, dude. Moves to the woods good. Has a very classy tree style. My buddy is a pleasure hunter. Uh, I wish. So I'm trying to get him into comp hunting. So you might see her at a comp hunt next year. I don't know, but he's going to breed her to Gunner, and I'm helping him out with the whole thing. And as soon as she comes into heat, we're making a trip to Mississippi.
So,
She's a good looking
are
dog.
any of the dogs gonna be for sale, or are they all gonna be spoken for?
No, I believe they're going to be for sale. Like he actually told me he would let me have as many as I wanted. Uh, just because I've helped him out. Like he hunts
Yeah.
my traveler dog for me. Like he's had traveler. He needed a squirrel dog, so he got traveler. And I also found him Bunny, and he's got her, and she was not treeing when he got her. Uh, Although she was supposed to be a sorted dog, but she wasn't treeing when he got her. And anyway, just he's hunted her and traveled together, and she has really come on. This was her year. A very classy tree dog. Um, I'm trying to get him to start getting some videos of her, just so we can get her out there a little bit, and so somebody would get some interest in the pups or whatever. But or just to let people know that she's not a shit eater. Like she's yeah.
That's
Yeah,
very important information.
it really it is. Like whenever you
Yeah.
buy a pup, like you need to be thinking about how they're bred and what they're out of, and puppies are bought on
Puppies are bought on hope and dreams, is what he's going to say.
Hey, I'm down to 3% on my battery on my phone.
All right.
I
Well,
may
I'm
lose
glad
it.
you got to come on.
It's
Man, I
ridiculous.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Before Blake's phone goes dead, does anybody have a question for Blake? We're open for questions, and we ask the hard questions here, so it's open for anything.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, we'll let you know if somebody comes up before your phone goes dead.
Yeah.
But long story short, back to that. I know Max Bonnet has warned me out about a puppy off of that, and please, for the love of God, let's get Max on the list.
He's on it.
Also, Max is trying to sell the Sam dog. I just saw he had him for sale. So, anybody looking for a nice young cur dog? Max
What's
Bonnet.
Sam out of?
A little sniper, I think. I think he's a little sniper dog.
He ought to be good looking. Little Sniper's a good looking dog.
Yep. So, that's very interesting. We don't have. Oh, hey Blake, are you still coon hunting,
I'm not.
Mr. TNT Kennels?
24.
So how long has it? You're getting a dog to coon hunt though, ain't you?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna coon hunt a cur dog. Hopefully make some UMCA stuff. But let's see. Sold Echo in 21, I think, and after that, I hunted for Michael Schur for a little while and just never really found anything I liked, and kind of hard to compare, anything else to Echo. So I fell out of it and started in the coon or the squirrel side.
Do you like squirrel hunting better than coon hunting?
Man, I do. It's a lot more action packed, but it's hard to miss. Going to a hunt when you can win. Like now, $50,000 every weekend.
Will squirrel dogs get as big as coon hunting is now? Because coon hunting's going to get bigger. Like, we can agree on that. Like, coon hunting will get bigger than what it is now.
I
Like,
think it's going to.
direction.
I'm going to say that it's, eventually it does. The right people get in it. A lot of your coon hunters are moving over to your squirrel side. I don't doubt that Pro Sport ends up doing something in the squirrel world one day.
Well, Greg is a master promoter and has a lot of experience in squirrel dogs. So that's interesting. That'd be very interesting if Pro Sport did something. So is it a good thing that a lot of coon hunters are coming to squirrel dogs?
Well, there's a ruckus behind it, but I think it probably drives the price of dogs up more and more.
For sure, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, for us trying to sell them. Not for the fella trying to go out and buy one.
Yeah.
Well, I just think squirrel dogs have been undervalued for a long time.
Yeah. When you look at the price of pups, they've gone, over my time of being in the squirrel world, they've gone up. And I mean, when I breed the Willie, I'm gonna be probably $1,500 on a pup.
Yeah. Yep. Like, I can remember when they were $300. I can remember when they were $200 a pup, and $300 was a standard for a long time. And I remember when Jody Mullins went to $500, and he was one of the first people to go to $500. I think the Atomic Vice guys went to $500. There's a couple Kerr guys that was at $500. I can remember when he went to $500, and it was maybe a year or two everybody else was at $500, and then and $500 has been the standard for a long time, and now it's moving to $750, and some crosses are $1,000.
Yeah, I think I got 8 off my last litter.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not skip over this. You said $1,500 for Willie. What's Gunner's gonna be 16?
They're gonna be places. We're gonna put them in the right hands.
Okay. All right. I guess we can do that. All right. I was thinking 1,600. Dang.
Well, yeah, the Willie cross. I mean, the stud film Willie, May 1st is $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was $850, and May 1st is going to $1,000.
Really?
Now Bruce Losis around here. You can't hardly get them. If you do, they're. What was the last one guy got for you, Cody?
150.
$150. Used to get it for 50 or 60.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. So
do that and then progesterone test, you wind up, by the time you get gas, you got $1,500 in getting bread.
For sure. Yep, for sure.
I need to get the home ones that you do at home. So they say that they can show a false positive, but they'll never show a false negative.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm skeptical in that aspect because if it can show a false positive, and then you turn around and you do it again, and it's negative,
What do you go off of?
it's I don't
You got a
know.
50-50 chance.
Yeah, well, I had that beforehand.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very interesting. And
Uh,
you was talking
yeah.
about there being a ruckus with the coon hunting guys coming over. So, is it called
Well,
good handling some of this shady stuff that happens, or is it considered cheating?
I'm down to 1%. I don't know. I may lose you.
Yeah,
I
yeah. Well,
don't.
if you can't stay, you shouldn't have got on.
Yeah, Cody tells me that every day.
But do y'all think
yeah.
that it's considered good handling, or is it considered kind of borderline cheating? Some of the stuff that happens.
Ah, some folks know the rules so well that they can use them against you. I think that's you know good handling, but at the same time, you take the best dog out of it a lot of times. It's
Yeah,
more you got beat by the hand other than the dog.
I
Yeah.
agree with that. What about
Like
you, Shane?
being a good handler is one thing, but lying about where your dog's at, pitching your dog and manipulating the judge and things like that, I don't agree with. I don't like it.
Yeah, and I've seen some people kind of when they get, for whatever reason, people get loud. To some people, it might intimidate them. I mean, it don't really. Dude, I'm still standing right here, but
Yeah. Just because
people
you're
want to
screaming
use.
don't make it right.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I could hear you when you was talking normal.
Mhm.
I still can't hear the dog, but anyway, yeah, very interesting. So, well, Blake, I appreciate you coming on, man,
And
and
I
spending
appreciate y'all
time
for
with
having
us.
me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, catching up.
You're going to be a reoccurring guest.
Oh yeah, anytime.
Yeah, yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, next time you come on, we're gonna get you to talk about the turtles.
The turtles.
Yeah,
I heard you were a turtle guy too. Ah, and he's gone.
and he's gone. Yep.
That was perfect. Boom. Oh, you took him off the screen?
uh,
That was
anyways,
great.
yeah. So the
Perfect timing.
yeah, I'm glad Blake come on, man. Talked about it.
Me too.
Good guess. He's a little shy, a little short for words, but
He was perfect.
he's straight to the point. He's a good guy. So,
Hmm.
well, if we ain't got any questions, I'm finna go in here and eat me some supper.
All
So,
right, me too, man.
as always, we appreciate y'all watching, and we're gonna
Hmm.
come back to y'all next week with some live action.
That's right.